Okay, let's go ahead with
If
the
it if it
recap.
eat if it eats us, maybe it'll poop us out and we'll get reincarnated past it and not
Yeah.
have to kill it again.
Well, Vin will be
God,
a
okay.
devil probably, right?
Oh yeah, I
Oh
was about to
yeah.
say we'll fight Vin and we'll fight Tamila as devils. It will be great.
Cool. Sorry, for the recording. Last session, we began as we were approaching this large crashed devilish vehicle that was half submerged in the volcano, possibly over half submerged, and I think upside down. We discussed resting before going in and did some reconnaissance. Um, let's see, Pavel made both Vin and Tamila invisible, and we were able to cross the bridge and look around and kind of figure out what was going on. And we found the giant snails with bones. We found the vrocks, and we already knew about the vrocks. And we found the large pipe in the middle that had the giant centipede. That was very huge. Beyond the centipede is like a glowing light, and we think that this pipe or the pipes are like a way in to where we need to go in order to get these rods. Um, Pavel thought both the slugs and the centipedes are monstrosities. And the way the centipede was sitting in the shaft, we thought it was, Camilla thought it was kind of like a spider waiting for prey to fall into its web. We were speculating at the time that someone had placed the spider in the shaft to protect the shaft. This entire crashed vehicle is some kind of infernal machine, but a very large one, some kind of giant war machine, a great battleship. The vent, at least Pavel thinks the vent was meant to go into the river Styx to suck up souls to power the ship. And we think we're not sure if the centipede took up residence after it crashed or has always lived in the soul sucking pipe of the ship. We take a rest. We do a few things. I go scout and found some wood that I gave to Vin. Just like a large chunk of it. There's also some tar to make some fire arrows. I have in vials to make future arrows. Pavel goes through his book. Let's see. Vin starts Meatbo on a project to make some Zerial merchandise. Awesome. Um, when we do watches, first is Pavel and Lahiri. She's able to cast Prestidigitation now. Jazzy has been helping. Apparently, Jazzy used to work in a library of sorts, and
we found him in a library. I realized.
oh, gotcha. In a library, yeah. Okay, okay. I'm adding that to the notes. We found him in a.
I mean, we can ask him if there was another library, but there were a bunch of books in there, and it was a Wizard's Apprentice's tower.
It was maybe multiple libraries. He got promoted to this one because of his past experience. Pavel was telling the Hiri about plans for the play that Vin is very much in need of. And she's so excited about it and wants to definitely do the play. Apparently, it's a bonding thing. He asks if there's any theaters in Avernus. And she tells him about a pretty stage where there's a jazz singer. And they talk about possibly just going to a play rather than putting one on. Pavel asked Lahiri if she had any thoughts on what she wants to do with her freedom in her life. She says she wants to free the other tieflings that are still prisoners of Zariel. Says they're in a fortress, much like this battleship, but functional. And she says that she could probably get, onto the fortress okay, but eventually someone will recognize her as like an escapee. Pavel asked her what she thought of Zariel, and she said that Zariel's a really great commander, by far the most successful commander, and that Zariel's been able to push back the demons to abyssward, towards the abyss. In her mind, she says in Zariel's mind, everyone is part of the war efforts. So even though it's obviously been a lot, she's been very successful in doing the demons. Let's see. She mentioned Pavel asked if we defeat or replace Zariel, what would Lahiri think of that? And she said the war might go unchecked, and the demon and if the demons were able to get all the way to Tiamat's, where there's a bunch of portals, that could be really bad for the cosmos, I guess, and demons just gain everywhere. But she otherwise she didn't have much of a thought on it. She doesn't. Okay. She wants to free her people and go to the material plane. Pavel told her a little bit about Eudora, that she knew a tiefling once, and that she was a fierce warrior and friend, and devoted to a god of suffering. And then he asked Lahiri, do you think you can keep a secret? And she said, yes, we're best friends, right? Best friends can tell each other anything. And he told her that her name was Eudora, and that he was the reason that she died. And that he doesn't know how to say goodbye to her. And Lahiri suggested writing her a letter. And Pavel tells her that he's been holding on to something that would let her talk to her, but every time he thinks of it, he gets so mad, mad because he made a bad choice and died, and she had to make the deal with her god to switch places. Lahiri says it sounded like it was her choice, but she gets the guilt, and she said that someone died to let her escape, and she thinks it's called survivor's guilt. And then Pavel asked her if she was ready for something more than prestidigitation, and she seemed very excited about learning a new spell. And he started teaching her Cloud of Daggers. Spitch and Crikey had
he started scribing for himself Cloud of Daggers. He wasn't able to start teaching her.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not yet. She's still working on prestidigitation for now.
Yeah, sorry.
No worry.
I didn't recognize Cloud of Daggers. I didn't know what level it was, but Spinch and Crikey took the next watch. They got one more chicken egg. That much closer. Tamila and Jin took the next watch. I made myself 3 more fire arrows. They're all +1 fire arrows, which is awesome. I also was able to teach Jin a fighting stance for her archery that makes her a little bit better. So when Vin and Chugga and Meepo had their watch, Vin noticed a rock swoop down and got a whelp, one of the big snails. Meepo was struggling a little bit with the Zerial merchandise, and Vin decided to just kind of let him fail as a teachable moment. He's investing in his learning to become a good woodworker. So Chugga said he talked a little bit to Chugga, and Chugga said Adamantine isn't very useful outside of a forge, but in a forge it can be used for lots of things that need metal, including reinforcing the Devil's Machine's plating, or making any other weapons and armor. Chugga asked about going to get Clonk. Chugga offered to abuse Pavel a bit, but Vin says about how only mental damage would be preferred. And Chugga offered to go get Styx water to pour on him to make him forget, and Vin said no to that one. Vin asked if Chugga missed Miss Maggie's encampment, and he says yes, that he missed the clean water, and that Spinch's water is a different color every time. And they went and they discussed, the pros and cons of each color of water at length. Let's see. When we all wake up, Vin shares about how one of the vrocks ate the snails. And Pavel actually messaged the vrocks, but I wasn't too successful. Let's see. They asked who owns the soul. Yeah, they weren't very interested in helping us. Eventually, Pavel animates all 3 of his zombies, making the 2 invisible to go in, and also sends Piggy in. The vrocks immediately attack the visible zombie. They have a screaming attack. The snails defended themselves against the vrocks. And there's something that the rocks were sticking to the snails, we heard lots of screams like from the vrocks, and Pinky says that that pretty much this altercation, most of the snails ended up dead. Eventually, we sneak forward and get pretty far before one of the vrocks sees us and alerts the others and attack. They do poison damage pretty significantly. Probably not the best choice, but I awaken the giant centipede, and it comes out and pretty nearly kills me. But at least the vrocks do seem scared of it, and they seem to be. I think they're flying away a little bit. Let's see, I wrote down that Shadow is poison, is taking a D10 at the top of her turn. Vin is almost down, and I am almost down. And the wizard is a little bit too close to the soul-sucking centipede. But that is where we ended the session, in the middle of combat.
Yeah. Very good notes. Alright. Let's switch up the music to combat music. This is a crazy combat we're going on. And
It is.
oops. Okay. Alright, so top of the round with Pavel.
Okay, Pavel is going to walk with his shadow tentacle all the way down to here, next to this rock, and going to use the shadow tentacle to attack the rock and hopefully be able to grapple and restrain.
Okay.
And so 23 to hit.
That hits.
Okay.
So he's grappled, right?
So he's grappled and restrained. And then as a bonus action, this rock over here, this one is that like Vin has been fighting. Is it currently stunned?
No. Because Vin was stunned last
first
turn.
round, it's not stunned, I think. It's gonna be not stunned.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Unless.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately. I was gonna try to have the zombie grapple and drag it into the guy, but I don't think that's gonna work. I can still try, right? I can still try.
Why not?
Yeah, I'm gonna command the zombie to.
I mean, instead of the grapple though, you could just have him do a shove.
That
would just move him 5 feet automatically if you succeed.
Can you shove?
It just replaces an attack.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, let's see. Shove. Yeah, so
I just want because it's big.
Athletics versus athletics or acrobatics. Contested check. If successful, you choose to knock prone or push away 5 feet.
Okay, yeah, we'll give that a go if that works.
All right.
So we need to go here to do that. I think to shove it in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
So we will give that a go as a zombie.
Yeah. It's gonna have great stats. Come on.
If it were incapacitated, this would just work.
Oh,
yeah,
better than that. Yeah, it's able to stand its ground against the zombie.
Okay. And that's it. That's it for Pavel.
All right. Vin, would you be so kind as to run Spinch tonight?
Yes, I can definitely do that. I have his stuff up.
Cool.
I think Spinch is probably just focusing on healing Tamila right now, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll do a second level Cure Wounds into Tamila.
Nice.
See if that can do anything.
Cure Wounds?
Hopefully.
Oh, Spinch.
Yeah.
Never mind. Yeah, you're right next
Yep,
to
Spinch. I rolled as Vin, but Vin doesn't have a lot of healing power. So 13 to Tamila.
13. That's nice.
good,
That helps.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then I think Spinch is just gonna say bye to Milla, and just I just might let me switch over here. Might position him down just a little bit to be better at blocking this frock from Tamila.
Okay.
But that will be it.
Cool. And
I
then
don't think he has any.
Oh. Good.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I don't think he has bonus actions that I want to use right now.
Okay.
Because he's still pretty good. Vin, I'm going to try something with Vin. And boy, I hope it works. So hang on one second. I think it's everyone except Pavel. Yeah,
Okay.
everyone except Pavel can make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Vin is giving out a very frightening aura.
Oh, nice. Is
Okay,
this
so
what
Tamila
you
fails.
used against Pavel once before? Or...
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I think I used it against the enemy, and Pavel got stuck with it. So I will roll for Spinch as well,
Did
and I'll
you hit
switch
this
over.
rock over here? Or
Yes, I would have hit. I can hang on. I'll put linger up so you can see.
Thanks.
It's
Okay.
30
and
feet
the
would get right to
centipede.
there.
Yeah.
Yes. And then Spinch.
Okay.
Spinch also fails.
What's the DC?
DC would be 14.
Okay.
The zombie passed.
Nice.
Oh, good. I think the zombie's immune, maybe. I can't remember if they're immune to being frightened or not.
It's not immune to the frightened condition, but a lot
Okay,
of
then
like
that would
charming
be it.
spells and things say it doesn't
Mhm.
work on undead.
Okay. Yeah, no, it does not say anything about that.
Okay, yeah. Well, he's saved.
Okay. So zombie's not frightened. Milla's frightened. Spinch is frightened. Shadow's frightened.
That's right.
It's a fun one. I gotta find that one though in here. There it is.
All right, you got 3 rocks with it.
Okay.
That's good.
I just don't have the one that hasn't been stunned yet.
Yeah.
And I did not get the centipede either, which is
No,
a shame because
unfortunately.
that was the one I really, really wanted to get. And then that's my action. I really don't have a lot of bonus action stuff I can do if I'm not attacking.
Mhm.
You know what? I'm gonna spend because I'm very down. I'm gonna spend a key point to do patient defense. So I'm taking the dodge action as well.
Nice. Okay.
So all attacks at disadvantage. And yeah, I think Vin just everyone's very scared. I think the vrocks see what was going to happen if Vin was maybe a little bit better health, which is slowly getting pushed towards this centipede as they can't move at all. The centipede maybe sees the idea of like not being able to move as like the vrocks slowly start just chasing after him, and then Vin's normal just fear effects on everybody else.
Very cool.
Yep.
Okay. I think Jing was stunned by a scream, so we'll say we're just gonna end her turn.
I think that was the same one that got me, so I think that she's.
Oh, she's fine now? Okay, so then
Yeah.
I will move her a little bit up there so she can kind of get line of sight of this guy. And do a bow. Oh, nice.
She'll have advantage because of frightened.
Nice. Okay, cool.
Let me double check that before I say too much. It might
But
only be the person they're
hits either
frightened
way.
against.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
fine. Nice, and she does some damage. This one is almost dead here. Okay. The centipede's turn. Alright, he's gonna scooch out and attack this rock with a bite. He
Thanks, Jamila.
bites the rock, and it's now grappled. And then it needs to make on its turn it can escape. Okay, so she's this rock. Let's put a net on that. Grappled. Okay. Tamila.
Tamila is going to bonus action cast Healing Spirit. Let's see. Does this put it in chat? It does. On the square that Vin is on.
Okay.
Let's see.
Let's put
So if I hit this, it should do the hit points, I think.
So you see a very scary Vin in your mind, and you say to yourself, maybe if I heal him, he'll be nice.
Yeah, like don't want that to die. Here. So I ignore the hunter's mark sneak. I'm sorry, I had it checked. But yeah, it's
I think it's only
that
on my
right?
turn that it can happen. Correct?
Let me actually read it. Let's see. This tangible spirit appears in the space.
Or it starts a turn on there. So it would be at the start of
Yeah.
my turn. I get it.
Okay.
Okay. Yep. All right. That's fine. Okay. But that is a bonus action that is on there. And then I think she's going to also shoot at the vrocks.
Okay.
You do have disadvantage still, unfortunately.
Disadvantage. Yep.
Well,
Go
if
back
they
to
are
core
also
disadvantage.
feared, does that mean
It would
They
be
can't
flat.
flat?
Yeah, it would be flat if they are
Flat.
also feared. If
Alright.
this one is restrained, I think it's the same thing, right?
There's weird stuff that. Yeah, go ahead.
I think that attacking a creature that's frightened does not give advantage on the attack unless your feature does something with that. But
You're right. It's only
Yeah.
disadvantage. So it would you would
line
still
of
be
sight,
attacking at disadvantage.
She would no longer be disadvantaged if she gets you out of her line of sight.
Yes.
Which I would have to move away from him to do.
Or
And I'm not sure I
here,
can.
if you attack the restrained one, it would be flat because that one, which is in like the centipede's mouth,
This one.
Mhm.
and you also have Hunter's Mark.
Or actually,
I have
this one.
Hunter's Mark on it.
Yeah,
So
anyone that's restrained would have those, which would mean it would be a flat roll.
I mean, I think we need. I think we need you to attack the centipede or the vrock that is, on the loose. Like this thing that's in its mouth. It does not help us make progress if you kill that.
Right.
You're just getting it through the. You're just giving the centipede a new action before, right?
I am inclined, though, to kill the one that's next to my cat and Spinch and you. Just for the flat roll.
Pavel's gonna take this one away. Don't worry.
Okay. I'm also trying to figure out if I get my sneak attack, if I'm at disadvantage, or if it still works on a flat roll. You don't need advantage on the attack if another target is within 5 feet, and you don't have disadvantage. So I don't think I get sneak attack unless it's a flat roll. So,
Correct.
So I would not get sneak attack against the one by Lulu. I would get sneak attack on one of the other.
I think you cannot get sneak attack while you have any source of disadvantage. So it doesn't matter that it's actually being canceled out on some creatures. If you have a source of disadvantage, you don't get sneak attack.
It just says if you don't have disadvantage on the attack roll. So I feel like the canceling out would mean I don't have disadvantage.
Well, maybe I'm wrong.
Right? I feel like that's a very much like it's however you interpret it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think we've been running. Yeah, it's as long as you don't have disadvantage on the attack roll. I think that's fine. So as long as the end result is not disadvantage, you can get your sneak attack. And you have the person next to it, right?
Well,
an ally next to it.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm interpreting that to mean that I would not get sneak attack against this one because I would have disadvantage on it. So even though I know Pavel, how hurt does this one look?
Not very hurt.
Pavel's gonna do something. All right, so Pavel's gonna do something big, but I'm also going to go ahead and target this one so that it. So because okay, doing that. No Hunter's Mark. Yes, sneak attack.
Okay.
And we're going to do regular arrows. At some point, Tamila will light her fire arrows, but not yet.
Okay.
Regular silver-tipped arrows. Okay. Shot 1.
That hits. Yeah.
18 plus 2. Perfect. And then sneak attacks once per turn. Second arrow. Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
And actually, I need to check and see if I lost Hunter's Mark when I cast this healing spirit. I probably did. Yeah, concentration.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Actually, it's Hunter's Mark concentration? Yeah, Hunter's Mark's concentration. Yes. Okay, so no more Hunter's Mark, anyways.
I think in the new D&D, the 2024 is what they call it, or 2025, whatever. It's not concentration anymore, which is interesting.
Really?
Well,
Well, if we ever switch over.
Whenever they did that, not retcon, but like whatever, the reflavoring of the Ranger, they gave it another thing that was really, really close to Hunter's Mark that wasn't concentration, but wasn't movable either. Like Hunter's Mark, if like you kill the thing, you can move it. This was like you have to like not recast it, but you only had so many like free uses, and it didn't move.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah, I think they use a lot of the what do they call it, like Unearthed Arcana, or like the variants to the classes. They use a lot of that in the new D&D. Anyways, I'm sticking with this one for this campaign.
Yes.
Good to know. Yeah, good to know. Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, Shadow should have taken a D10 on top of the turn. Will you roll it?
Yes, I will roll it. Yes. 1.
Yay!
Still up?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's fine.
Okay, rocky turn. This guy is going to attack the tentacle. Try and free himself. So he does.
Disadvantage.
Yeah, 13 to hit. Does that hit?
That misses.
Okay, and then 8 misses. He's
Oh,
having a
hey.
tough time.
He's got a lot of hit points. It's okay.
Okay. Oh, whoops. There's more rocks. Okay. This one is gonna try and escape the centipede. It cannot escape. And then this one is with disadvantage going to try and attack Vin. A 13 and a 9 is gonna miss.
Yep.
This one with disadvantage is gonna attack Lulu. A 10 and does a 12 hit? No. Okay. Misses her. Is going to take an opportunity attack and try and fly away. So Lulu's going to attempt to melee. She misses. So he is going to fly up through the roof and get out of line of sight.
Okay. Do we feel like when they're getting out of line of sight like that, they're not going to come back into this combat, or is that like they'll just come back later?
It seems like they're... Give me a insight or a survival to try and determine their actions.
I rolled a spinch, but that was still Vin who was asking it, so nat 1 is still nat 1.
Yeah, you have no idea. You're it's too hectic right now to really think about that.
Mm-hmm.
And then Lair. Okay, for me. Okay. Alright. Okay, so Lulu is now not engaged, so she's going to come up here. How many spells does she have? Okay, I think this is... You did a long rest, right? So yeah, she would have another bless. So she's gonna recast bless because I think she lost concentration on it. And that is up to 3 creatures. So she will do the 3 injured people: Vin, Tamila, and Spinch.
Yay! Thank you, Lulu.
That's her action. She will just hover next to... Actually, I don't know. Would Vin want like a flanking on this guy, or...
Vin has advantage right now on either one of them that he attacks because of the frightened until the end of his turn. So it doesn't really matter what. I would prefer she stays safe for right now.
Okay, she's gonna stay here in case she needs to heal you.
Okay.
All right. Pavel.
Okay, Pavel is once again going to walk the rock.
All right.
He's going to go up this way, I think here first. So that should move it to there. And then Pavel is going to... oh, sorry, go one more up. Thank you. Having trouble visualizing what's happening. So Pavel will get it here. And then Pavel will telepathically command the tentacle to move to here, which will drag the Vrock up next to the centipede.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay.
Very smart.
And then Pavel will. I think I use a spell slot to magic missile the centipede.
Okay.
Which is that a bad idea? Is the centipede gonna chase after me? No, it'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Okay. Magic missile is one of these buttons. Oh, it's probably sorry. I go over here. I press the button. Okay, there we go. 3 times 3 is 9 damage.
Nice. Alright. Guaranteed damage.
for
You watch as
First
they...
level spell slot.
Yep.
It's all good. And then the zombie, Pavel is actually going to command it to just stay where it is. This is he needs to hold it back and use its hit points on the centipede to is the final sacrifice to the centipede. So he's just gonna hold it, have him stay where he is.
All right.
Or disengage and like step back probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Spinch.
All right, I don't know what Spinch wants to do. He is blessed.
Yes.
So I feel like he feels like he might want to just go and attack, but most of them seem busy, and I guess he'll just... Well, Pavel seems to have a plan for that one. That one's already grappled. So he'll at least run over to Vin. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20 to there. He can reach this one. He's going to be attacking at disadvantage right now, but he has Bless.
If he's frightened, he can't move closer to you, right?
Oh, that is true. Never mind. So he stays over here and just thinks he... I mean, the only thing he can do is move closer to this one or heal Tamila again. Yeah, I guess he'll just go and attack this one with his knives, I think. He's going to be at disadvantage. Well, no, he'll be flat because this one's grapple or restrained, right? Okay.
Yep.
So flat attack against that one. Attack number 1, I think that misses.
Yeah. That
23, I think hits. For 8, and then offhand for another 7.
Nice. Okay. And then your turn.
And then my turn, switching over to Vin. Okay. I think Vin's just gotta beat up on the guy up here and not use any key points for right now until we get this centipede taken care of. So let's see here. Yes. 14 and 18.
Oh wait, no. The 18 hits. The 14 doesn't hit.
Okay. So there's the first 2 attacks, and then he'll do an offhand strike as well. 15. I don't think that hits.
That just hits.
Oh, you know what? I'm so sorry. If they should be at advantage because he's still frightened. Oh no. Their attacks are at disadvantage. It's still flat for me.
Yes.
Yeah. So then, yeah. Okay. So then 19 damage in total.
Awesome.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I keep doing this. Bless for the other one.
Oh yeah. Roll that.
I mean, it will.
Yep.
18 hits. Okay. So then 19, 26 then.
There we go. All right.
All right.
Good round.
Lulu helping out.
Healing spirit on Ben. Should have had another top this turn.
Yes. Okay, so 3 goes up to 9. Okay. And Vin will just stay in that healing spirit in case he goes down.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all for Vin.
Okay. Jing's gonna move up. Going to attack the centipede.
Everyone is unfrightened as well.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah.
At the end of my turn.
She rolls a 10. Okay. Centipede is going to attack what he has grappled, killing it. And starts looking at the next rock next to him. Tamila.
Tamila. Okay, I think Tamila out of game. Jimothy, were you serious about you thinking fire damage on these guys? Or was that just a Pokemon reference?
On the centipede.
The centipede, yeah. You're muted if you try to talk. I'm gonna say it was real. Yeah.
So yeah, you cut out there for a second for me. I think you were asking if I was serious about the fire damage, and my answer is yeah. I think it's worth a shot. If we can find a vulnerability, that would be really helpful.
Mm.
Okay. I would like to take out a torch and light it and put it in front of me so that I can position to shoot through it.
Okay.
Please.
Yep, easy enough. We can put one there.
Is that my action?
The lighting it, yeah, because the object, putting it into place and lighting it is like 2 different actions. Yeah.
We'll have to figure out a way to make that easier because that is my entire turn then. I have nothing else to do. I am poised for next time.
Yep. Okay. All right, Vrocks, go. This guy's gonna try and attack the thing on it. The tentacle, I mean. A 9's gonna miss. It doesn't have disadvantage now, right? Because it's not frightened. So it's
No.
It's restrained.
That's
so
why
it does have disadvantage because it's restrained.
Does that?
Yes.
I thought it was just you have advantage.
It's both. It's up here. I can repost
and
it.
it could, if it doesn't want to attack, it could just try to escape with a check. The acrobatics or athletics check.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, then it would probably have done that. Sorry. Okay, so let's do athletics. Oh, never mind. I got an 8. It's
Okay.
just too panicked. Yeah. Okay. All right. Lulu's go. Lulu is gonna go ahead and give you a heal. Let's cast that. 9 healing. To Vin.
Okay. A little bit helps.
Yeah. Okay, Pavel.
Okay. Pavel will.
Oops, I forgot to have this rock attack, Vin. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
12 misses,
Missed.
but a 23 will hit for 8 slashing.
Okay.
And it technically would have been before Lulu's turn, but I think you would have survived because I think you had 9.
I would have been at. I was at 9 before. I went down to 1, and now I'm back up to 10. Then with Lulu.
All right, a very close call there.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Sorry, Pavel. It's your turn.
Yeah. Pavel is it needs to stay where he is for now, but he is going to try to scout out the centipede's wisdom by casting Toll the Dead.
Okay.
Which is all the way down here. Okay.
Yeah, he got an 8.
Okay. So that's the 11 because I know he's taking damage.
Yes. All right, got it.
Does it look like necrotic work summon?
Oh, good call. Actually, he takes no damage.
Oh
Ooh.
no!
Okay.
Okay.
We're learning.
Well, all right.
It was just
Wisdom not
11,
great.
guys. It's just 11.
Yep.
Go ahead and take inspiration if you didn't have it yet.
Mm.
I'm sorry.
The pity inspiration.
Yes.
Wasted turn.
Mhm.
That's funny.
I mean, it's not wasted learning.
I was
No,
a
you
wasted
learned-
turn. I
you
have
learned
things.
something
I
you
am
learned.
formulating
Yeah,
plans.
Yeah.
I apologize. You are right. It is very valuable.
You're staying there though, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Spinch.
Okay, I think Spinch is just gonna keep attaching the held vrock in front of him, which he now has advantage on.
Mhm.
Okay.
That hits.
30, yeah.
Yeah.
And then 24.
Yep, both
I rolled
hit.
both damage is together, 6 and 5, and then an
Okay.
offhand. Man, rolling really good right now. That's just great.
Yeah.
So 8, 14 damage to that vrock.
Okay. Yeah, he's looking weak now.
That's good. Send me. Hopefully, we'll just kill him off quickly.
All right, then it's your turn.
Okay, then it's Vin's turn. Man. Vin, I think, just says out loud, hey, everybody, do you just want me to speed run this?
Yes.
Cool. All right, so, action, or no. Yeah, let's just do action disengage.
Okay.
I'm just gonna run. Let's see. Movement speed might matter here, so I will actually do it out. 5, 10. Hang on. Roll 20 is being weird. 15, 20, 25, and I will just jump down the hole.
Oh God.
I have slow fall. I'm fine.
Yeah, he's fine. He's fine. Okay.
But we can be fine without you.
Well,
said yes
well,
to
you just have to
speed
keep 2 of them busy.
I use a
little bit.
reaction because
Fine.
Pavel is surprised and Vin doesn't talk about his slow fall, so Pavel uses a reaction to cast Featherfall.
Okay, that's probably the
As
rest
soon
of
as
my
Pavel
turn.
goes down.
I think you land here. I'm just double checking.
Well, this is a lot bigger than I thought it was. Okay, this is not going to be a speed run thing.
Okay, so do all right, yeah, you
How far
land
down
here.
is it to?
Um,
Okay.
Yeah, it was a, let's see, 30-foot long.
Okay. You can roll damage. I block. What level
Well, you
are
had
we at?
Featherfall, right? So.
Oh, I did have Featherfall, so I just
Yes,
okay.
you
I just
have
put it on there.
Featherfall.
I think that's probably the rest of my turn if it's Featherfall, because I'm probably just floating down very gently and not moving.
Yeah.
I think you
so-
do fall. Let me pull it up. I think it does specify. You fall 60 feet per ramp, so you do get down
Oh,
there.
okay. So okay. Do you want to count that as part of my movement still, or that 35 feet?
I think, yeah, your movement would be done. But you still have
Okay.
a bonus action, right?
I do. But seeing, I mean, I guess Vin doesn't know how big this place is. Adam's seeing how big this map is and is worried. But that's besides the point. I think Vin is just saying speed run. So Vin will. I mean, I have so few key points left. I gotta just commit. I'll spend a key point to dash.
Okay.
So let's see. 5, 10, 15. Is this a hallway here?
Yeah, what you see there is, yeah, there's a door to the north there, and it seems like there's more. It goes on a little bit more.
Okay, this way, but it's dark after this, so I probably won't be able to see. So I guess Oh boy, Vin is really not going to be able to see very much.
Yeah, the only light is from like the lava.
Yeah,
In this
I think
opening.
Vin is just gonna make his way up to here and then get ready to light a torch next round. But that will be it for right now.
Okay. All right. Going back to the other map.
At the top of your turn, the healing spirit would have went off again.
Definitely.
Oh
roll
yes.
That.
Yeah. If you want to roll that one. Number 3. Okay.
Anyone else wants to walk into it, get some use out of it?
Yeah. You could heal the zombie, maybe.
I think this zombie's fine, right?
Yeah.
The zombie's at full health for now.
Yeah.
If he takes any damage, he's probably gonna take more than his. It's probably not useful on him.
Okay. Jing's gonna try and shoot the centipede again. Ah, she hits.
Hooray.
All right. Okay. And then it's gonna take its turn against the rock. Take a big old bite on it. Nice. So this guy is now restrained, doubly restrained. And extremely wounded, like on death's door. Tamila.
Tamilla's going to she's gonna fire her arrows. I think she's also gonna shout to Pavel, like, surely he didn't mean he's gonna just like go get the rods and come back, right? That's stupid, right?
Surely he meant he was gonna like speed attack and punch the centipede a million times.
Yeah.
Sure.
Alright. And okay, so the vrock that is in its grasp is not incapacitated, right? It's just restrained.
Right. Yeah.
I'm going, and it's fair to say that it considers it an enemy, and I get my sneak attack.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Cool. And we're going to use a +1 fire arrow, and less is on. And then I have to turn this on too. All right, first one. 23 plus 6.
All right. Unfortunately, you notice the fire just doesn't seem to burn him at all. You just notice it kind of like burns out next to him. But
Okay.
the rest of the damage does take hold.
So that was 3 from sneak. Then the D4 was a 1. I think the +1 damage was extra fire. So I guess so -2 from that.
Yep.
So it's complete. Like the fire didn't do anything, or just not as much as I would expect.
Didn't do anything. Yeah.
Whole turn.
He hangs out in the fire plane. Ugh, we should have thought about that.
Probably.
Hangs out in the planes of fire. Pop.
Okay, it's fine. This is fine. I think I'm still going to. I mean, I'm not going to bother the stupid torch, but I think I'm still going to use the +1 arrow because I have it out, and it's still nice enough to use +1 arrow.
Yeah.
Because it is a +1 to hit. Yeah, it's still a +1 to hit.
And damage.
Okay. So,
yeah.
Well, if you're counting the +1 damage as piercing, great. But if you're counting as +1 fire, then
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to turn off. I'm going to keep on the +1 attack, but I'm just going to turn off the fire damage.
Yeah.
And yeah, so just turn off that completely. And second one.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool.
Definitely.
Another 7. Okay. Cool. Those are very high numbers. Cool. All right, that is her turn, and she is down to +1 fire arrows.
Okay. This
And
rock
let's see.
is gonna... Oh, sorry.
Oh,
you
sorry.
had more.
No. I wasn't gonna move. I was thinking about moving Shadow into the healing spirit, but not while that vrock was right there. And so yeah, so she's good. In my turn.
All right. Yeah, he's gonna try and help his friend. So he's gonna attack. What is this?
I did forget to roll Shadow's damage because she is still poisoned. Is she still poisoned? Or not anymore?
She's save.
Oh yeah, try save. I think you can do a con
Okay.
save. Yeah.
I do it for last turn as well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
For Shadow Con. Last turn.
Actually, that's enough. Yeah. So we'll just do.
Okay.
You can give her one back.
It's at the end of her turn or the beginning of her turn.
Oh, the beginning.
I'll
Yeah.
have-
So yeah,
I'll give
she
you
would have
that.
taken the
Yeah.
one and then saved, and so but she's no longer poisoned.
Yay! Oh yay! No longer poisoned.
Okay, so he's gonna try and save his friend. Just trying to see if he gets his what abilities.
It's nice of him saving his friend.
But he rolls 2 once. Oh my gosh. And then he is going to back off. You notice that it doesn't take an opportunity attack. Okay.
You have to come back out.
Lulu goes. She is going to crit to here, try her sparkles. I have to make a con save. Fails its or passes its save, but it still takes half damage, so it does 8 damage, which is good. Okay, Pavel. Oh, and she moves back.
Okay. Pavel is going to have the Shadow Tentacle let go of this guy now that he's already restrained by the other one. And Pavel is going to kind of just come down here and run around in this direction. I think that's as far as I go. I don't know why I'm on like these 0.5s. So Pavel comes down here. And then Pavel is going to try just a mind sliver into the centipede.
Okay. What?
Just yeah.
Is that a save?
It's an intelligence saving throw. Yes.
Rolls a 16. Just save.
That is the DC. Yep. Okay.
Does it take half or no?
Okay. It's a cantrip.
Whoops.
Yep.
No, okay.
Yep. Okay. And then. Yeah, that's it. I might have made the wrong choice there, but we'll see.
Okay. We'll see. Spinch. You might be on mute.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that I am Spinch still. Spinch. Well, this one seems pretty hurt. But I think we're not really concerned about that one now that it's in its mouth. So Spinch is gonna walk away from it. 15 feet. 20. Touch Tamila's healing spirit right there.
There you go.
Yep.
And then I think he can just get to this rock and start attacking it.
And he gets healed just passing through, right?
Yep. Yeah, just
Yeah.
pass him through. I don't know how many you have left on that thing, but he'll take it.
Last one. He
I think
takes
they've all
3.
been threes.
All 3. It does seem like it. Very middle of the road for a T6.
Yeah.
And the healing
yep.
spirit is gone, and I am no longer concentrating.
Okay. So then Spinch, normal attacks. Oh, let me switch over here. 26, 19, and a 24.
Yeah, I'll hit.
And okay, 20 damage.
Nice. All right. Yeah, he looks pretty wounded. Or badly wounded.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go downstairs with Vin.
All right. Then he's gonna light a torch as his action,
Okay.
which I hope he still has some. No, he can't see in the dark. Yes, he definitely has torches, so he will light a torch,
Okay.
giving him a little bit more visual in some of these areas.
Let me pull up the token settings. What's that?
Yep.
I forget what the light is for a torch. It's like 2020.
I can't remember if it's 2020 or 1515.
Okay.
Uh, 20 by 20.
Okay.
Or yeah, 20 and then another 20. Yep.
There you go. Now you should see a lot
Okay.
more.
All right. Just in case this is the thing, because Vin can kind of see back here. 5, 10, 15, 20 to here. And just look and make sure that the rods aren't in here at all.
What you see is some rusty iron crates and a bell-shaped contraption bolted to the floor. The bell is 9 feet tall and painted black with several dents and dings in it. Every so often you hear the bell making a loud ka-clunk sound.
Okay. I am more interested in the crates. I can't open them yet, though, so Vin is just going to walk over to here and just wait to open the crates until he has an action to do so.
Okay. Yeah, and Pavel and Tamila, I just put your things here so you can see what Vin's up to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Under
It's
his
nice
breath
back
the
here.
whole time,
There's
Vin
no
is just
centipedes.
chanting, speed run, speed run, speed run.
All right, back up top. What do we got? Arching is going to shoot an arrow. Okay. An 11. Okay. Monster is going to rolled the wrong guy. Kill this Brock. And is going to move.
Bitch.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Tamila.
I think Tamila's going to say that we should run past the centipede and everyone get down the pipe while it's distracted. I think it's Tamila's going to say that, but she's going to still shoot at it and then move closer. So she'll move over to the edge with her cat, and hopefully Pavel has a plan for helping us all get down. And I don't know, that's maybe it's a bad idea, but she's gonna shoot twice.
Okay.
Okay, sneak attack. Not going to. She's gonna save her last +1 arrow. Less is on. No fiery stuff. Okay. Regular arrows. So much toggling, yeah. Regular arrow and
Okay, yeah, that hit.
and turn off snake and the last one. Yay. Less is helping.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Okay. Vrocks go. He's going to attack and then try and run away. 5. Dang, he hits him pretty good. The centipede is actually heavily bleeding. And the Vrock is going to try and run away, but this time he's going to try and attack at opportunity. And yes, he hits him and grapples him as he tries to run away or fly away. And now the Brock is extremely wounded. Okay, Lulu follows Tamila. Pebble.
Pavel is going to. Oh, this is a torch that I just grabbed. Pavel is going to go over toward the exit because that's a good idea where to be and opens up some good options, including going down and including like fighting the guy from over here. So Pavel rushes over to, I suppose, here, which kind of blocks Vin because the tentacle's in the spot, or maybe Vin.
Well, Vin
has a spot
is not
there.
even there.
Okay. Okay,
Vin
Vin's not even
Vin is
there.
away.
It's still kind of hard for movement, so Pavel's going to have the tentacle move here, and then Centipede is looking like he's messed up, and I still have the Shadow Tentacle active. The Shadow Tentacle.
Okay.
Right? That's the
Yeah.
thing to do.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
We could drag him down with us. We could bring Vin back into the fight.
Yeah.
You good?
Oh, 10 misses. Oh, wait, do I have flanking with the Vrock?
Well, you have flanking with Spinch, don't
Spinch. Yeah,
Yeah,
Spinch.
if you
Maybe.
attacked from its original position, it would be flanking with Spinch. Yeah.
Well, we'll do that then. Yeah.
There you go. All right. So yeah, you do
Yeah.
have it restrained then.
Okay, cool. And the zombie, I want the zombie to engage. I don't want to like lock Spinch in though. So the zombie's gonna move up just to here so that Spinch can still squeeze through, but
Mhm.
zombie is it's time for the zombie to make a heroic stand.
Yep. Okay, Spinch.
Hey, Spinch is gonna start moving that way. 5. I don't know if that. I think this guy does get an opportunity to attack against Spinch, even though he's
The
like
Vrock.
grappled in that
Yeah.
map. Yes, at disadvantage.
Does an 18 hit?
18 meets his armor class.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 8 piercing.
Okay. Yeah, it takes a little bit. And then I think I can make it right to there, and I guess Spinch will just make some attacks. I don't think he can move much farther than there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I guess if you really want, he could just jump it down the hole, but no one else seems ready to jump down the hole yet. So, Vin would, or not Vin, Spinch will just wait and do some attacks on this thing,
Okay.
and hopefully try to take it out. It does have advantage because restrained.
Mm-hmm.
We got 25. We got a 19, and oh, that was the offhand. We have one more main attack. Okay. I'm assuming all of those hit, hopefully.
Yes, they all hit. But as you hit it, you feel, even though you're using like a sword, just being such close proximity with it, you feel the life draining from you. And you
Oh, okay.
take 7 points of damage for the first hit, then 10 for the second hit, and then 7 for the third hit.
Okay.
So-
So
Spinch.
24. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Spinch is very hurt by that. But
But
let's do
yeah,
damage,
roll your
I guess.
damage too.
Yes. So 20 total damage to that thing.
That's really good. Yeah, it's actually
Mhm.
like 1 round away.
Okay.
Okay. Downstairs. What's going on downstairs? Let's go switch. Oops. Drag the little bookmark. Okay. All right, you have some crates.
All right. This is a very different level than what everyone's doing upstairs.
Yeah.
Vin's just gonna open the
that-
crates and see if there are adamantine rods in the crate.
Yeah, you open the crates and you see a bunch of vials of black liquid that looks familiar.
Like is it that ooze stuff that the lady likes?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Vin will just make a note of that because I don't think he has enough time to gather all of it as he's just saying speed run. And he'll do 10 feet. I feel like there's this, people at the edge of the pit can see some light down there and just see it moving around a little bit. 20, 30, 35? Or no, that's 40 right there. I guess I'll just look around in here then.
Okay,
If you would allow that.
Yeah, you see some sparks raining down from the ceiling. You see a couple of rectangular machines that have been torn from the walls, and their loose wires are sticking out like bad hairdos.
Okay. Vin doesn't know what to do with that. So Vin
Yeah.
will move back 5 feet, and I think that's all Vin can do for right now.
Okay. All right. All right, so she's gonna run over as best as she can. I guess she can dash to get up there. Oops, I did the wrong thing.
We switch back. Yep.
My bad. Oops, I was trying to get my page to switch. Okay, so I guess what she'll do is she'll move up to there and then hold a dash. Actually, she'll be one. She'll go like there and hold a dash for if one of you guys go down the hole. Okay. Monster. All right, so he's gonna attack the one in its mouth. I keep pressing the wrong. Okay. Yes, that kills that one. And he's gonna stay there because he has to. All right, Tamila.
Okay. Bill's gonna do her best to kill it.
All right.
Maybe. Yeah, just regular arrows. Sneak attack. Less is still up. Okay. Cross your fingers. 1.
Yeah.
And no sneak attack. 2. 10. That's good. Is it still up?
That was actually just enough.
Yay!
Gosh, there's still 2 live rocks though up above. We shouldn't dawdle. But sorry, how do I do it? Yeah, I feel like it just chomped down on the last on the rock over there, and I don't know, the arrows just like pierce through its mandibles and like into its brainstem, pushing its own mandible like up into its skull or something cool.
Yeah. Very cool. Nicely done. Congrats, everyone.
Yeah!
Yay.
Oh my gosh. That was so cool. It was a very scary monster, but like it did have as we fought it, things emerged that like you could exploit.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, for sure. This is a good fight. This is an interesting fight for all this stuff.
Yeah.
Do you want to keep us in turn order, or are we out of turn order?
Right now we're out of turn order. You don't hear the vrocks nearby.
That's good. Okay. Ben had better have found those rods by now.
Definitely. He's on a speed run, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna as quickly as possible. I am gonna recover arrows. And then ask Pavel, what do you think the best way down is?
Well, I can do. I've got 1 first level left, so I can do an easy feather fall, and then if we short rest, I can get some first levels back, or second level back.
You want to? So you can feather fall us down if we all jump together.
Yes, I can. Yep. I wasn't sure if I wanted to feather fall or cause fear, but now it doesn't matter. Good job, Tamila.
That's good. Yeah, definitely get to keep all that. I mean, just because Vin is down there and is trying to go fast and is gonna probably die to some mimic or some stupid shit. I feel like we should.
We
We
should.
should probably we should
I mean,
fall
you could
down,
just
right?
like you could yell. Yeah, you can yell at him and let him know that we're like he doesn't need to speedrun anymore.
Hey Ben, you alive?
Does Vin hear that from down below?
Yeah, it's a bit like echoey, but yeah, you hear it.
Okay, Vin will just yell back, "Hey guys, I haven't found the rods yet. Hang on, I'm just gonna keep looking around down here."
We killed the centipede. You want us to come down?
Oh yeah. There's some nice lava down here, and I found some of that oozy stuff that the weird lady likes.
Sweet. Like demon ichor, right? Demon ichor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Stephen Icker.
Is this like a scalable tube without featherfall? Like as I'm like looking at it now, like
Seems like a smooth metal.
all right, let's all hold hands and jump off together. I'm gonna bundle up my cat. I know.
Right.
Oh no, do we have Grace's gliders? Is that better than featherfall?
We do. I don't know if we can glide down a tube. Does that work?
Why not? Just like little circles, right? Just little. It's not like
Yeah,
this is a big tube.
like a spiral.
Yeah, it'll just cost a little gold, but yeah, we can do that.
What's your preference? I have no gold on me. I think I gave you all my gold to cast this.
Yeah. Oh, I'm looking at guarding gum. Hold on.
You have
With
let's
a
see, you
second
have
level.
1,
There it
2,
is.
3, 4, 5, 6. I'm
It
counting.
costs 1 gold piece to create up to 5 gilded gliders.
Let's see. So I think, but my cat can ride with me, right? We cited that last time.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So does your zombie want one?
Man, my zombie made it through. Zombie doesn't have to go down.
Zombie just fall and be fine.
Zombie can just hang out up here. Zombie was heroic and lived, and he did a good job. He can stay up here.
Okay.
Are we gonna be able to get out when we go down? I mean,
Well, there's two-
I think I can probably.
There's 2
There's only 30
vrocks
feet.
that are going to attack us when we come back up. That is a good question. Like, I do not know how to scale back up here, but I don't really want to like leave a rope dangling because again, like the vrocks will just snap it.
I can, assuming that I have any spell slots left, I can Misty Step up here if it's only 30 feet.
How far does it look? Ian.
Yeah, it was 30 feet.
30 feet. Okay, so you could Misty step up and like tie off a rock.
Exactly.
Do we have like spider climb stuff too? You could dual spell spider. The 2 of us to get up.
That costs as much as Misty Step, so it's more economical to Misty Step it.
Lulu will
Can you
say,
take
"I
someone
can
with you when
fly."
you Misty step?
Oh yeah, Lulu can do it. Lulu.
Okay,
so
so you just we're saying for like one person to get something tied up, but what if they're like fighting rocks and we need to get like more people up? You're also very quiet for me, Jimothy.
Vin
Why
does have
not
a
try
potion
the rope
of climbing as well.
So what did Vin have?
A potion of climbing, so he could just climb up and then it with Lulu and probably fend off 2 vrocks for like a little bit while we tie off the rope. Right.
What does potion of climbing do?
I think it just gives you a climbing speed, or is it just
Climbing
spider climb? I forget which one it is.
I don't remember.
2014. You have a climbing speed and you advantage on strength checks to climb.
Mhm.
Okay. So it sounds like we have options. We have options to get back up out of the tube.
Mhm. You
Cool.
could also, like Lulu suggested, just tie something off right now and then just leave the rope there and hope the vrocks don't peck it down.
Okay, I'll spend. If you allow me to.
I kind of think the Vrocks are going to leave. They're just going to go. There's nothing left for them here. They were hanging out to eat the snails, and I think they're just going to leave.
we're here for them to eat, and I think they're pissed at us, Pavel. Like we
Yeah,
murdered a
maybe.
few of them, and yeah.
That's true, and they wanted like our souls as well. So maybe I don't know. We'll see.
Dim, if you'll allow me, I'd like to try to tie off a rope. I think if you went out of Pavel's bag, I don't think I have one in the bag of holding. I'm assuming there's one in there, but I'd like to try to hide it, possibly, like
Okay.
under the debris or otherwise, so that it's like not readily apparent that there's a rope going down. If I could attempt to do that.
Yeah, give me a sleight of hand check.
Sleight of hand. Sleight of hand. Sleight of hand.
Okay. Yeah, you need it to be somewhat available to tie it off, and you kind of put some rocks around it, but you're not sure. It's the rocks seem like a little out of place where they are.
Let me just double check there is a rope in here. Surely there's a rope in here.
Yeah, do any of you guys have rope?
Okay. There's not immediately showing a rope in here that I see. And why are we all out of alphabetical order in our bag of holdings in the R's and S's for some ungodly reason? But
I keep forgetting that we have it in alphabetical order, and I don't remember if I've added anything to it recently. Vin will call down and say, I have help. I have some rope if you guys need some.
Pavel does not have any rope.
I don't have any rope either.
Let me look at
Does
Spinch.
Jin
Let
have
me
a
look at
rope?
Spinch before we go crazy with the nobody has any rope except for the person
a
in the
grappling hook.
Spinch also has rope.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spinch has rope. Spinch, after searching, will hand over some rope.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so it's not hidden, but we have a rope tied off. If that is,
yes,
everyone is happy with that. Do you still want a feather fall down, or do you want us to try to?
No, we should repel. I've got a bunch of third spell slots left, and that's it. I'm running low.
Can I repel with my cat, DM? She has a climbing speed, but
she has.
I don't know if that
she
means
would just she would. Yeah, I think she'd be fine with the climbing speed. She would just use the rope with her claws, I guess. I don't know. But I've seen cats use ropes before, so just not.
Cats are really good at going down vertical surfaces and like slowing themselves down, and it's like really impressive to get out of trees and shit.
Yeah,
so.
they're crazy. So I'll say she's fine with her climbing speed.
Yay! Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, and then everyone else, very low DC, athletics or acrobatics.
Opportunity to fall, yeah.
Athletics is way better for Spinch.
Pavel can use his hit points on this if he needs to.
Okay. So far, everyone's fine. Not graceful, but getting down there.
Jin, get down, okay?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. About as graceful as Spinch. And then, did you roll for yourself, Tamila?
I did 22. It's probably with my other stuff.
Yep. All right. Cool. All right. So yeah, everyone gets down. So we'll switch pages. Okay. And you land here. Can I go grab you?
So is this just like an opening in the side of the fortress and we can see the fire below?
Yeah, so it seems like this is like right next to the lava. Before you were like above the lava, and now you're at like lava level.
And yeah. Can we say
Oh,
go ahead.
you would
I'm
have
sorry.
had a couple rounds to search, so let's go ahead and do that.
I probably wouldn't do so much searching because I didn't want to go too much farther. I was just gonna say I'll just take my time and gather up as many of those as I possibly can just to get those ready.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so
to
you
go.
get 20 flasks.
Nice. Okay, I just have those, and as I see them descending, I'll put those into the bag of holding if I can.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice, yeah. We have 20 flasks and a jug of demon ichor just carrying around.
Yeah,
that's worth a soul coin, right?
Well, yeah, I was going to say, what was the thing that they? How much did they want, or how much were they paying for that kind of thing?
Pull her up again. What's that?
I'm not sure she told us, just that she wanted it, but
There she is. I think it was actually in the Emporium handout.
Yes, there it is. I don't see anything there. I just see that. There we go. That's what I'm looking for.
Okay, so where is...
it says she collects and sells flasks of demon ichor.
100 gold a flask.
But she buys it for 25 gold a flash, which would be 4 flasks is 1 soul coin.
Oh, okay. So then...
Okay.
So that's 5 soul coins there, plus the jug, which is... So we can get nice...
It's a 5-pound jug, we said. How many flasks to a jug?
Good question. I think that would almost be like 10 flasks.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna put parentheses 10 flask on here so we remember.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, are you doing it in there already?
So my jug is on me for some ungodly reason. If I see you putting them in, I'm gonna transfer that to the bag of holding.
I'm gonna put them in. I have 20 flasks. How much did you say they weighed?
Whatever.
One
like a
jug
potion weighs.
Okay, I don't know. I don't remember what a healing potion weighs. I'll figure that out and then go
Do you
from
have
there.
any other like
pound?
flask of oil
1
or
pound?
something?
I can find out real quick how much it weighs,
I'm-
and then that will be good enough.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm very curious to know if I have the correct weight for my healing potions.
I don't have any on me right now, so well, actually, do I have a? No, I don't even have anything.
Okay, let's find it.
8 ounces, so like half a pound each.
Yeah,
That sounds right.
I think so.
Okay. And what are we not supposed to go over, capacity-wise?
For
In the bag of holding,
bag
it's
of
written in the
holding.
notes. 500 pounds.
Okay, so I think we're okay.
All right, so what you see in this room, this big room, besides the lava, you see some sparks raining from gashes in the ceiling. There used to be, this used to be kind of like a command room bridge, if you can think of like, I don't know, Star Trek bridge or something, like, and there was like a window here where they could see out to the battlefield. And there's a bunch of like consoles here with various buttons and switches and knobs.
I'm distracted. Should we?
Yes, we should find like the propulsion mechanism, and Pavel starts looking around.
Yeah, investigation.
Something's going on with the bag of holding, and I've messed it up.
I think I'm messing around with it, and then I think you're messing around with it too, so it's messing everything up.
Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm just exiting out.
Okay.
And I'll come back and do it later.
I was just trying to get the flask up to the F sections, but hang on, I don't even know where it went, so I will figure that out and then go from there.
I had like my entry like disappear like 3 times, so I might accidentally have put like 3 entries of the new.
Oh, okay, I do see a bunch of jug acres in there, and then some stuff in there. So I'm gonna get out of it. You do your thing, and then I'll come back to and do my thing in a second, because I know what mine is. And it looks like you're doing a lot. So
I was just trying to put the one jug in there. We'll delete out that one. One jug of Ichor. Let's see.
maybe we just do acre, comma,
Ichor, that's
flask,
right. Well,
and
all
then-
of it should be Ichor, yeah.
and then instead of
To put
the
all
other
of
way
the
around.
eyes. Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, because otherwise we're going to lose those. Okay.
Okay. Mine is done, and I am out.
Okay, I'm gonna move mine up to Ichor, and then I will be out as well.
Thank you, everyone, for patiently waiting on us to
Yeah.
No worries.
manage our inventory.
Yes.
Pavel, you find that this place has already been kind of picked clean. There's not much interesting here. I'm trying to divine what is the propulsion mechanism. It seems like a lot of these switches are related to moving the ship or the direction and like forward and back and left and right and all that, but none of them are working.
Could I use my inspiration to roll that investigation again?
Yeah.
Not to use the 23 to do a new roll. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna do that. Let's go. Ah, yes.
Okay.
Nice.
That's really good. You hear that ka-clunk sound, and you go and you see Vin, and you see this bell thing. And this bell thing you figure out is a mechanism that trying to describe what it does in a second. It kept the fortress aloft and level with the ground. The noise it makes right now is a malfunction. And the malfunction is due to the fact that the fortress is upside down. You can see that it has like some sort of indicator for the direction of the fortress. And it's, malfunctioning right now.
So do I think that the only reason why it's like if it were flipped right side up and filled up with a bunch of souls, would I think this thing could fly?
It would need some repairs. You can see like some of the machinery is like ripped apart. That would probably need to be put back together. It would take an engineer to assemble it, someone like Chuka and Clonk or another engineer that's familiar with infernal war machines. But it could be repairable. The difficult part would be flipping it. It would require a lot of manpower. And the lava.
Can I take the bell?
You need to... It's attached to the floor. So you would need to use something like a weapon or something to break it free.
I'm sorry, did you say it was 9 feet tall?
Yes. So you'd need
Okay, that's pretty big.
Pretty heavy, yeah.
Because I mean, we have to infiltrate somehow at some point. Zariel's tower.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I feel like we need to make a spaceship or a Avernus ship, right?
Wait, say that again?
Maybe at some point, like, because Zariel's like fortress is out there flying around. We're gonna at some point need to get up there, and one way to do that could be with a ship like this one.
So an interesting thought. There are more discreet ways to, infiltrate something. I feel like,
and I think
if we could like figure out, for example, how to disable her ship by looking around here, that may be enough.
That's a good point. Just turn it
Maybe we
upside
should
down.
go
How
grab.
did this
Maybe
one
we should
get
go get
turned?
Chugga
How did
and
this shit get turned upside down?
fell over, right?
Yeah, you see with the investigation, it's taken major combat damage. You think perhaps a large explosion or a giant monster could have flipped it. And then, Vin, you hear the sound of a war machine in the distance. Kind of echoing down the
Like
pipe.
ups.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, echoing down the pipe.
Yeah.
Like we need to go back upstairs. Oh, okay. So Vin will just say, "Hey, I think we might have company upstairs. We may want to make sure everyone's okay up there. You know."
Agreed.
Okay.
We need to make sure our machine is good. Also, I want Chugga to come down and look at this.
Have we found the? Yeah. Okay. Fair.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna whatever's over there. We're gonna deal with it and come back.
Yes, we're
Because we
definitely
haven't
coming
found
back.
the rods. We haven't found the adamantine rods.
Correct.
No, I just found Icar. That's it. And there's some weird sparky machines over there, but that's it. I'll point to this room. Oop, I'm on the wrong layer. This room over here.
I'm gonna start climbing the rope back up.
Okay. Is everyone going back up?
Yeah.
All right. Low DC again. Athletics or acrobatics.
Okay.
Okay, good. So nervous about that.
Oh no.
Oh, Spinch, Pavel.
Bench.
Very minor. You each take 2 points of bludgeoning damage as you've attempted.
Oh, also Vin.
Oh, Ben too. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not rolling great right now, guys.
no.
But you eventually get up there, to the top.
Okay. 1. And give it to Spinch 2. Spinch is
Oh, y'all, they
not
look
feeling
so
great.
cute.
What?
We recognize that flaming skull, right? That's a Mad Maggie flaming skull. And the red caps from Mad Maggie's.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you see Barnabas, the flaming skull from the bar, who claims to have been
That's not good.
a wizard. Some madcaps and some redcaps, getting off of a tormentor ride, and surveying the area.
Good thing we found all this Icar. We can definitely bribe them with this.
Do they like the Icar? I feel like it made them crazy,
Yeah,
right?
weren't they the ones that like bathed in it or something weird like that?
Yeah, the little tiny guys, yeah, they were bathing in the Icar and were telling Pavel it was amazing.
Barnabas? I'm looking at my notes. Barnabas was a powerful wizard. My crypt was defiled and he was turned into a flame skull. Then Maggie struck a bargain and now he's part of the game. Pavel says that he was once a lynch, but he never told us who his rival was. He hints he knows a wizard in Avernus, and Pavel might be able to source some paper from. He said Tiamat is a loser, that she tried to take over the material plane a long time, is now bound there. Sorry.
Yeah, recalling your long time
Recalling.
ago.
I'm
Yeah.
calling out loud.
Mhm.
Yeah, for the group. There was a moment where the redcaps were throwing shit at Barnabas. He was willing to get his tooth back, right?
Yep.
He likes us. Why is this shit? He likes us, right? Did we remember it was Mad Maggie?
They're here to get adamantium rods for Mad Maggie's machine, and we also need to hide the fact that we lost Clank.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to
Getting him back. He likes us. 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 He likes us Okay. So what should we hide? Should we lie? Like what do you want to do, Pavel? He's walking over to. He's floating over to us.
Mm-hmm.
And Vin too. Like what do you want to do? I like Barnabas.
Yeah. Well, I don't think we need to fight him.
I mean,
I think we just need to
I
talk
think
to
we
him,
talk.
right?
And maybe
I'm sure
Vin,
if he-
you finish your speed run to find the Adamantine rods, because if we can find them before they do, then that's an out.
I mean, we can definitely try. I am pretty hurt. And also Spinch looks pretty hurt. We can definitely do that. I don't know how big. I mean, I can definitely look. I'm sure this place isn't that big, so we can find it pretty quick, hopefully. But I don't know if I can find them that quick. I mean, like, if they just want the rods, why don't we just say that we're getting them the rods as well, right? Like, there's probably enough rods down there, right?
We're offering to split the rods. Is that what we're doing?
Well, they need rods, and we definitely, from what I've heard or what we think is there's enough for both of us, probably, right?
Well, one, we don't know that, and two, let's not offer to split them unless they already know they're here. Like,
Okay.
and they're already off them. Let's just try talking to them. Maybe they'll be cool.
Okay. Let's talk to them then.
I'm going to put it out there though, like, we can't lose Mad Maggie as an ally because she's the only one that can recover Lulu's memories, and that seems pretty critical. We
Yes.
can like, if we have to piss off Belle and steal Clank back, we can.
I think the last time we attacked Belle, it went really, really bad. I don't know if that's an option either, honestly, out of character.
Okay, out of character, but like, and I'm also saying this out of character, like, but like, if we had to choose between making Mad, it doesn't help us to save face with Belle if we make an enemy of Mad Maggie, right?
No, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, we can do all of it. We can do both. We can do this.
Yes.
Who wants to do the talking? Not me.
I vote for Tamila.
I also vote for Tamila.
Nose goes. Tamila has a finger on her nose.
Well, it's so funny. You didn't tell your cat to put their nose on, so I think you're gonna have to talk on behalf of your cat.
I like to think that that I definitely taught Shadow how to put her paw on her nose, and she's
Give me
doing
an
it right
animal
now.
handling check.
I'm good at that. Never gonna roll it. 11.
Yeah, you see that she has her paw up next to her nose, but not quite on her nose.
I'll shift it over.
You should. I feel like Vin points and says that's too late. I think
Your nose is covered. You haven't called it.
I mean, do you want me to do the talking?
Pavel casts a message and says, "Hey, Barney, what you doing here? It's been a while."
Pavel, is that you?
Yep, that's Pavel.
Come on out here, boy.
All right. And Pavel will sort of make his way to the bridge. I mean, I think I needed line of sight on all of this stuff at some point, so
Yeah.
maybe I'm sticking my head through a window, and now I'm going to make my way to the bridge.
Right, yeah.
So, did you say you wanted us to go speedrun, or do you want us to stay together for now? Pavel?
I think anyone who doesn't want to talk should go look for the rods.
Alright. I feel like Spinch and Jin stay with Pavel. Me and Vin, who are faster, are going to go look for rods. I'm going to, Vin, I'm going to cast Goodberry and give you 5 good berries. So that, I don't know, that probably doesn't help very much, but in case you fall, or I fall.
Yep, that's a good idea.
There you go. Okay. Alright, so Vin and Timler are back downstairs as Pavel and Jing approach. Go ahead and give me a athletics or an acrobatics check real quick for both of you.
Okay. Did Spinch? Do you want Spinch up with you, Pavel, or do you want?
Yeah, I think Spinch is staying up because his movement's
Yeah, Spinch can.
Okay.
Yeah, Spinch can stay with me. He's got his like.
Oh yeah, he has his
persuasion thing, too.
charisma thing, so he can help out with that. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, Vin's feeling much better now.
Okay.
Also, Vin just jumps down again.
All right, so yeah, you're fine. What was the first one? Tamila, you do take fall damage. So it's give me a sec. Yikes, 12 fall damage.
Okay. She's fine. She's fine.
As you,
It's fine.
your nervous, sweaty hands slip off with the rope.
She hit twice so easily and just was overconfident and just face planted.
Okay, up top. Yes, we have Pavel, Spinch, and Jing. Okay, these guys are approaching. And he's saying, "Oh, Pavel, what are you doing here?" Did you get the message too?
No. We're here on academic investigations and travel. We're looking for all of the pieces. What's this message about?
Apparently, Belle is looking for adamantine rods that are here. Mad Maggie wants to get them first.
Interesting. That is quite a coincidence that Belle and Maggie would both be looking in the same place for adamantine rods. And I guess we're in the right place then. We wound up in the right spot.
And Maggie thinks it'd be good to have Belle as an ally. Go ahead and give me a deception check, by the way.
Yeah. Okay. That's good. This is not going to be good. I already used my inspiration.
Didn't you just earn another one? Oh no, and you just
You
re-rolled
just
it.
used
Yeah.
Okay, the one time.
That is a really good deception.
Really good deception.
Yeah, he likes you
Okay.
too. So yeah, he's just totally like, oh yeah, and if she got a message from some guy, oh, what was his name? Fetch Tedder or something. Said he had a inside scoop.
Who's Fetch Tedder? We haven't met Fetch Tedder.
He's an Arcana Loss, works for Bell.
Oh, that's awful. I hate those guys. They're so wealthy.
Yeah, they got no real loyalty. As you can see, he already double-crossed Bell.
So is your Maggie sent you here to get them first because like she wants to give them to Belle?
Yeah, and get a favor.
Because she wants to be allies?
He's pretty powerful.
Okay. I mean he used to be the like what do you call it? The King of Avernus? That's not right.
Yeah, it's close enough.
Ruler.
Yes.
The ruler.
Until Zariel came along.
Yeah. So
Did you guys find him yet?
we found a bunch of vrocks and like a big old centipede and some snails. Yeah, I look around, like there's all this stuff here. We had to fight these guys. Why didn't you get here sooner? You could have helped.
Oh, well, we were pretty far away. We better hurry up. The other warlords might be here soon.
You know what might actually be a really good idea is that you all could like set up a fortification so that if any of the other warlords do show up, like you can like ambush them really good while we search for the rods.
Oh, no way. We're just gonna get out of here. if they show up. Or not a big enough force. You work smart, boy.
Yeah, we definitely. I feel like this is Jimothy talking out loud.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's good that they want to do this. I don't know how effectively we can play both sides of this.
I don't think this is two sides. This is perfect.
Right.
Out of character, right? Like, if Maggie wants to give them to Belle, and all she wants is just credit for giving them to them, then yeah, let Barnabas help, and then Maggie gets like credit for assisting us, and says it's like part of like forging a relationship, and everybody's happy,
here,
right?
like one of the problems with that though is that Belle can do the favor of just releasing Clank. Like Belle as a hostage, right? Like if we're the ones to deliver it, like maybe I'm thinking too much.
Well, like, okay, so obviously, like, it is a thing of like maybe we're asking too much of Belle to both release his hostage and give us shit and be an ally to us and to Maggie. But I feel like if he gets his rods, he'll be happy. And I feel like this can only be good. I feel like this is a good thing. I feel like they're here to reinforce us and help us. And like I feel like this works.
Yeah. Okay.
I would say Maggie's probably not going to be happy to find out that Chugga is his prisoner, or Clink is his prisoner, and it'd be great if she could not find that out until after we have freed him. Would be ideal. But beyond that, like,
yeah.
We're emissaries from Maggie. We're allies with everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody likes each other. We're bringing peace and prosperity to hell.
Yeah, I'll kind of like turn to like I'll continue with Barnabas. So, you know, you're right. Yeah, we should all head down. We've got a rope. All your guys can rappel. It'll be great. Would you like us once we find it to deliver it to Belle so that way, like. I think I've kind of sussed out that we don't get as much attention because we look like we're just free agents running around, but we're really emissaries for Maggie, right?
Yeah, they don't know you're Maggie's representative yet, so that makes sense. Yeah, but
yeah, exactly.
We need
so we're less likely to get attention, and those rivals, if they figure out that they're not here anymore, they won't go looking. They might go looking for you if they see you running off, but they'll leave us alone.
Let me ask Maggie real quick. And you see, he just stops talking for a minute, and we'll go downstairs. All right. Okay, so where do you guys want to start?
For my notes, what was the name of the Arcanoloth?
Fetch Tedder.
I haven't looked yet, chat. Thank you. Also, I feel like I'm gonna regret doing this, but I would have like mentioned to Jin that it is a goal to get Chugga down here. So maybe she can go grab him from the machine at some point if she feels like that is an appropriate thing to do.
Yeah, I guess she'll wait for this conversation with Pavel to end, probably, and ask Pavel if it's cool. But we'll wait for that while you search.
Yeah.
Our engineer. Mm-hmm. But Barnabas knows we're traveling with Chugga, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. It might raise a question of why is Chugga here but not Clunk, but we can maybe make an excuse.
Clunk was elsewhere, right?
Yeah,
Clunk is already down in there looking at the machine, right?
Clunk's indisposed. Yeah. Fine! He is very safe.
Yes. We can deal with that later.
This is a mistake. Clunk's gonna talk to Barnabas. They're friends, probably. Okay,
Probably.
it's fine. I'm
Anywho.
sorry. I might have undermined you, Pavel. I'm very sorry if I did. Out of game, but yeah.
Out of game, yes.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so we're down here now, though.
We're down
Yeah.
here.
Okay.
All right.
Vin is
Stick
just gonna
together,
say,
split up.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like we're gonna have to find it quicker if we split up, and I don't know how long Pavel's got up there.
Okay. If either one of us shouts, we'll come funny, right?
Yep.
Okay. You want left or right? And I point to like this one and this one.
I'll take right.
Me and Shadow have left.
Okay.
I will. Here, I'll make my way there for right now, and then.
Okay. All right. I'll start with Tamila. Oh, actually, no. Let me start with Vin. Right, so then you are in this like corridor. You just see a little bit more machinery, and this appears to be a dead end.
Okay. Then Vin will just go back over here to the door, and we'll jump over to Tamila. I don't know if you want to do like room by room, just jumping back and forth, or what you want to do.
No, we can do that. All right. So Tamila, you are. Okay, so you see like a stripped down metal console with some rusty pipes. And the pipes have like some gashes in them. And it looks like you see like a little bit of like go ahead and give me a survival check.
Like centipede gashes or the wrong size?
They look smaller. Yeah, you see like smaller gashes and like what looks like infernal bird poop. I don't know.
Okay, infernal bird, like giant abyssal chicken.
Could be.
That's what Smilla thinks.
Yep.
A giant abyssal chicken.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you do see like there's signs of recent activity here.
Infernal bird poop. And signs of recent activity. Okay.
Alright.
This is gonna go poorly.
And we'll do one more search for each of you during the conversation upstairs. So Vin is checking on that door and make sure it's not locked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it should be open. But so I need to do the thing because it's not fancy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So do you see what looks to be a knoll in the corner of the room, but it's like extremely underfed. It's just gnawing on bones with nothing on it and cackling quietly into the corner.
Okay. And then does that look like a chest up here, or is that just more machinery?
Looks like a bunch of more machines. Yeah. No.
Okay.
Nothing to open.
And then there's nothing else in this room. Okay.
Yeah. And the knoll seems to be ignoring you.
Yep. I ignored the knoll, unless the knoll is made of adamantite rods. So.
All right. And then Tamila, you go into this area. It is a bunch of what looks to be like consoles with desks and a chair bolted to the floor for each console. And you see like small little boards with a bunch of buttons on them on each console.
Are these the consoles?
Yeah. Oh, each room. Sorry, I assumed we were looking in the rooms here.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I'll definitely open up the door. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. So each room has like a little, like a bolted down desk, bolted down chair, and like a console with like a bunch of buttons on them. And you see like a horn from the top of the ceiling pointed down at the desk.
Okay. Is there a green button inside?
Give me investigation or perception.
We do they are identical.
Okay.
Sure, perception.
Okay. Yeah, you see the buttons all seem to have various uses. None of them are green, but it seems to be a language. Actually, you speak Infernal, so it seems to be like Infernal characters are on the boards. So it seems like these are used for writing messages.
Mm-hmm. Just writing messages. Okay.
They're like Infernal typewriters.
Gotcha. Typewriters. Okay, if I don't find anything else, and this dead ends.
Mm-hmm.
Here.
Yep.
All right. Dang it. Is there anywhere else to go that's obvious?
Not from
She'll
this
start coming
side.
back.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay,
there's
she
just like the
starts-
lava tunnel, I guess.
But no, obvious like way down, right?
Yeah, you just have to jump in the lava.
Do we get okay, I'm upside down, right?
Yeah.
But these rooms are all upside down.
Mm-hmm.
There's no like hatches on the floor somewhere that like could have led to.
Nope.
Okay, no. Nope, nothing. Did I skip by this? What was this?
Let's see if that's anything. It's connected to one of the pipes that has gashes in it.
I think I've abused my last investigation, so.
Okay. All right, up top. Barnabas responds to Pavel. Yeah, Maggie's fine with you delivering them as long as you can get a contract. Some sort of contract from Bell saying that he owes Maggie a favor.
Okay. Yeah. Did Maggie say what favor she wants?
Support in any attacks against her.
Okay. Is she worried about attacking someone? Don't you all get along down here?
The warlords are constantly battling each other.
I guess that's why they're called warlords.
Yes, yes.
Who's and like Pavel sort of makes to come down, and he sort of speaks up like kind of loudly so that his voice can echo down into the tunnel tube. Who is like Maggie most worried about? Who are her enemies?
Oops, I did accidentally moved you. Okay. Well, it used to be Ragadraga, but now he wants to be her boyfriend. Isn't that funny?
Agadraga, is that the lycanthrope guy?
Yeah, he's a werebore. He didn't
Right.
actually ever see Mad Maggie before, but once he saw her, he fell immediately in love.
Well, I can't blame him for that.
Very true. She's a gorgeous woman.
Does Maggie? I mean, I don't know if you're here to just gossip with me, but does Maggie, does she feel the same way?
No, Ragadraga lost his entire war band. He's useless to her.
That makes sense. She's only interested in a werebore for his pack.
Yes, yes. Well, in any sort of benefit that can be brought to Maggie. She doesn't really believe in
Of
love,
course.
but a mutual arrangement would be fine.
Love isn't necessary for a marriage.
Exactly. Way to think logical. Your time down here has been serving you well.
Certainly.
I feel it's like out of game. So maybe if we get him some new lycanthropes to enthrall, we can arrange a marriage between
100%.
Maggie and.
Yes.
We are bringing peace and prosperity to hell.
Yeah, this is a win for everybody.
There was
It's amazing.
Princeps Kobik. He took out Ragadraga's band. He's probably the next closest threat to Mad Maggie.
What was that name?
Princeps Kobik.
Have we heard that name?
Wasn't that one of the names on that list we were given of like possible people who can help with the lycanthropes, or is that not on that list?
I'll check.
Yeah, I don't know if he was on that list or not.
Princeps. I feel like we got hung up on the word princeps before, and
Mm-hmm.
let's see.
Yeah, I think you've heard about him before because you guys have asked about warlords in general before.
Yeah, I think it was. I think it was just Ragadraga, the guy at the arena, and then the necromancer.
Let's see. Yeah, Ragadraga, Alagorn, Finor, and Polagash, the Gulri were, which I probably mispronounced all of them, were the ones that were mentioned specifically regarding the werewolves. But I feel like we've heard of this princeps before. I'm not sure. Prince. There
So
are
with
hundreds
this-
in large one, but I'm princes. Keep going, Gabe. Go ahead.
Yeah. So if this princeps character, if he or she beat Ragadraga, are they like some accomplished? Like I guess they're a warlord, right? But like, how accomplished are they?
We hear he has a legion working for him now.
Is he
Found it. Okay.
aligned very much with Zerial?
I don't think he's actively fighting in the war, which would make him unaligned.
So he's just a rival to everyone.
Yes. All the
Okay.
warlords, all they want is power and space. Yep.
Yeah, back when we were in Hell Terrell, you sent to Silvera, and
Yep.
she mentioned him.
There you go.
I believe that's the only time that he's in my notes. So we still haven't figured out who Bitter Breath or Carol Devon is. I feel like the rest were all listed.
So Jing will just quietly, like, beside you. Is it okay if I do the thing for Tamila?
Yeah, of course. We're gonna, and I'm gonna say this out loud. We're gonna go fetch Clom to help us have a look around down here. We want to learn what we can from this fortress.
Ah, Clock, he's such a good guy. What about Choco? How's he doing?
Chaka is well.
Another deception.
You know what? Can I say, since Spinch is there, Spinch can say,
Yeah.
yes, Chugga has been well taken care of and is fine. Just try to give the help action.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know. Is it better for Spinch to roll, or is it better for you to roll?
I mean, we could say he's a bit tuckered out today. He's been we've been all over the place. It's a lot of work to keep this up. He really deserves both of them deserves a nice break.
Yes, Chugga deserves a nice break.
Alright, yeah. Someone can roll with advantage.
It's up to you. What you?
I've
you know what? Can
I got two.
He is 2 as well. I'll say that he uses his channel divinity.
Okay.
Not that. Emissary of Peace. I'll post that one instead. So this will be +7 instead.
Nice.
And at advantage because Pavel is helping?
Yeah.
Okay.
Woof.
Okay.
That advantage was
So
necessary.
then plus another 5, so that's 24.
Okay.
Total.
Yeah, he doesn't suspect anything. Also, you realize that you have Chukka, not Clonk.
Oh, well, that works.
So...
Oh no, I forgot. Clunk was the one that was needing the rest, and not Chugga. Chugga deserves a break as well, but Clunk has been working and burning multiple candles at either end. You know how it is.
Yeah, that was my fault. Oh my gosh.
What?
I get them mixed up because they're always around, and I'm sorry. I feel bad. I should pay more attention.
You really should, Pavel. This is on you.
Do they all look the same to you, Pavel? I'm terrible. I'm sorry.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure Vin in the last time also mixed them up. So
I 100%, like both in game, out of game. I think I have flip flopped them in my notes of like which one's which. From that, I can go check. But
so yeah, that'll take a while for her to walk over and get him. So during that time, you guys are going downstairs, right, Pavel?
can Lulu stay with her just to make sure she doesn't die?
Yeah.
Yeah, Spinch? Or just Lulu?
Do you want Spinch to go with String, or?
Oh no, just Lulu.
Okay.
I feel like Spinch needs to come down and make sure we don't die.
Awesome.
Out of game, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So as these guys are climbing down, or hovering down, and sorry for Barnabas, we'll go to downstairs. Okay, so yes, downstairs. So you would have had 2 more rounds of searching.
Okay. I will come back. I think Spinch is on there twice. I think the only room I did not search is this one here. So Vin will make his way all the way back to here and take a look around this room.
Okay, let's take a look at that room. Let's see here. It seems like the pipe there is on fire.
Oh, okay. That's not a great sign. But there is a door right here?
Yes.
Okay. Then we'll start picking his way over to opening that door then.
Okay. And this leads back out to the main area.
Okay.
All right.
Will, I think, has made her way back as well. Sorry, were you all done?
Oh
yeah, that was it for my turn.
Yeah, well, after Tamila goes, you will go back to Ben. Yeah, go ahead, Tamila.
So Tamila's coming back out to this main room. Do I see anything here that indicates there's another way to go or anything with these guys? I mean, did we look at any of these guys out here?
Can you point again?
Just I was asking just about these like rectangles, but like, is this a way to go?
No. So yeah, the places that you guys haven't gone yet, which might be difficult to see because of the lighting, there is a door here and a door here.
Oh, I did not realize there was a door there. Okay, I will. Yeah, good to know.
Sorry. Yeah.
I will collect it back with Finn, and if he says that, I'll head towards. You take north. I'm taking
South.
south.
Okay.
There you
Yep,
go.
that works.
And I'm gonna go try to find the door he indicated. Was it in here or
Yep.
somewhere else?
Yep.
Oh, cool.
Right there. So I opened it up for you. So down, you go through this area with this damaged machinery, and you get into this little room with has an opening out to the lava, and you see there is a hatch that would lead back up to the top.
Mm. Okay, so probably like under debris.
Yeah.
Or just- Okay, that's good to know. Is that all? That's all that's in here. Is just the hatch? Is this not?
Yeah,
Is
and
this
this
a thing?
console has some buttons and switches and things on it.
Is there a green one?
There is a red one.
Red means bad, so Tamila shall not push that.
Oh, but
And-
remember, it's devil logic, which means red probably means good.
That is true. It occurs to her that she'll resist pushing it. If it was green, she would have pushed it. But...
Oh wait, hang on. There's two buttons. Sorry, there's two like important looking buttons, and yeah, we'll say one is green and one is red.
Oh, she'll push the green one for sure.
All right, you hear.
Green is good.
Aj ta nas isklek ta kraj kanak asmodai das, which is infernal for "You are important. Promotion is your destiny. Asmodeus loves you."
Mm.
And it's like a
That's
soothing female sounding voice. And some like instrumental music.
really curious about the red one now, but red still means bad, so okay. That's all Tamila will do.
And you all start to hear the music and the weird words, because only Tamila would understand them.
Yep.
Go ahead, Vin.
Yeah, that's weird. I was just gonna say I'll go to the door to the north, if
Okay.
I can. I can scooch past the knoll.
Yeah. So the knoll will just stare at you and laugh as you're next to it.
Yep. Haha. Ha. Vin kind of like badly laughs back, and then we'll just keep trying to go into. It's just a very small room with like another door on the other side.
Yeah, there's another door.
Okay. Would you allow me to open the other door, or are you gonna count that me searching that one room as the door?
Yeah, it would be your action. Yeah. So,
Okay.
Yeah. You just wouldn't be able to search much. I mean, you can look around. So you see a dark room with a metal console. And you see what looks like a devil that was like crushed to death in the corner. And you see a locked safe with like a dial with numbers on it.
Oh, okay. I will. That's a good thing to know. I'll wait a little bit.
Okay. All right. Pavelin, everyone else arrives. Go ahead and roll athletics or acrobatics.
I will die, please.
We've rolled 3 natural ones in this process.
Did you
3d6 is not gonna kill me.
Oh, here, let me roll. I'll roll for Spinch as well.
12 damage for the fall there.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, Spinch is
Every
fine.
single one of us has fallen off this.
Well, yes, but to be fair, Vin just received like rope burns. Everyone else Well, you and Pavel both did bad falls. Spinch got some rope burns.
Yeah.
And Pavel got rope burns as well.
Yeah, Pavel got rope burns as well.
Pavel's been struggling with this. Pavel may want to go back upstairs and uncover the hatch.
You see a couple of the madcaps also take some damage as they fall. You hear like tiny little like screams and ouches.
Yeah, Pavel is just like starfished on the deck, and he's gonna like, without getting up, like look up at Barnabas and just be like, "Hey, Barney, there's something else I want to ask."
Yes, life is better without a body.
Not that.
Oh.
Though I'm a little interested. Anyway, do you know Charles? Like Charles the madcap?
Yeah, Charles. He's been doing
What's
really
he
weird.
up to?
He's been really weird. He's been like baking cookies and like trying to be nice.
Has that like worked out?
Well, no. All of the other
Oh.
caps have been making a lot of fun of him and bullying him.
Well, does he at least kill them when they bully him?
If they get out of line, yeah. But sometimes he
okay.
loses the fights.
So okay, I see. So I mean, you know, I was kind of hoping that they would just all sort of learn to like the cookies, but
You gotta understand,
I'm glad.
Their lifestyle is all about toughness. They gotta be tough.
Cookies can be tough. You can be tough and have cookies.
I don't know. You could talk to the red caps.
Pavel gets off.
I don't even remember what taste is like. Yeah. All right. And yeah, you all hear the music and the pleasant sounding voice saying weird words.
That's weird. Is that like... It's just programming, but it's just like pumping through? And it's just like this nice, soothing, infernal thing?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you see when you like listen around, you see like there's some horns in the wall, and the music seems to be, and the repeating voice seems to be from there. You don't see Vin and Tamila yet, though. We could be out of initiative here if you guys want to join back up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Vin will go back and at least grab Tamila and then probably see everybody else and just say, "Hey, I found a safe. I think this is probably in there."
Don't mention the knoll, just found a safe.
Yep.
Tamila says,
Important information only.
I found a hatch up and a console with a big red button.
Did you press the big red button?
No, I did press the green button, but red means bad, so I didn't push the red button. The green button made the voice you heard. Which I'll translate for Pavel and Vin.
I mean, that's probably for the best, because like this voice is like really nice, and the other one is probably like really mean.
Mm-hmm.
But should we try it?
Like, you're gonna get her to motion. Yeah, let's do it.
Also,
that's the best case scenario.
Also, back that way, I found what looks like giant bird shit and lots of fresh claw marks. There's something definitely down here that's dangerous. Should have probably led with that, but...
Alright.
Alright, well, lead the way.
What's the hatch? Y'all want to see this big red button in the hatch? Or you want to see Vin safe? Correct me if I'm wrong, Vin, but we have yet to find a way to get back down, and I think we have now exhausted all like ways to go.
Oh wait, like back down. Or you mean back up?
Hatch is up to the bottom of the ship, which is up, right? Right,
Mhm.
DM?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So we do need it. So up in this case is down because the ship is
down.
upside down.
Yes.
Okay.
It makes you better say the hatch is down, and
Mm-hmm.
to go back up. The hatch is down to go back up. That we can also say that. But yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the safe combo is. It's one of those spinny dials, and the knoll isn't any help if that helps. Just laughs at you. It's not funny.
Knoll.
The knoll.
You don't want to see a big red button, or you want to go see a knoll in a safe? Well, you have to pick a favorite between me and Vin right now.
Oh man, I feel like. Well, Vin ran away from the centipede.
We were speed running, right?
No.
No one knew what that meant.
What did you think speed running meant?
I thought it meant punching fast.
Oh, no. I mean, I honestly probably could use a rest
Those
before we
things.
do either of those things, but you know. Yeah, I would really love a rest before maybe we went down into any of the lower levels. But, you know,
Well, you
or
should
upper
we should
levels,
rest.
excuse me.
Not much time.
need to find a way down.
This is likely the bottom.
Wait, really? I thought this thing was like hundreds of feet tall.
Well, the top. This looks like a command deck.
We only fell like 30 feet. Isn't this thing supposed to be super duper tall?
The rest of it was broken off, looking like a sword.
Oh, okay. So the
Hmm.
pipe like went like all the way through it, and we were actually like entering from like a midpoint.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, that's good to know. That's actually really good to know. So where would the rods be then? In the safe. Let's go. Let's go check the safe. Let's go talk to a Noel. Break open a safe.
Right. Yeah, you guys would come up here to see the knoll, and through the two doors you see a dead devil that looks like it's been crushed by some rubble, and a safe. Right here. The knoll is just cackling quietly while it gnaws on a bone in the corner.
How long ago did this crash? Asked Pavel. Really, the DM?
Let me see. It would have been long ago. I forget what we said, but I feel like it was a really long time ago.
That
Way too long for this knoll to
resonates
be
with me.
alive.
Yeah.
I mean, gnolls
Well,
aren't
it's
devils,
demons.
right? They're like flesh and blood, right? A gnoll is.
Mm-hmm.
They might be fiends. They're
They're
definitely
like-
associated with a particular demon.
Yeah, there is
I mean, there's
a
also goblins
demon
down
lord
here.
they
Right?
worship, but they are not considered demons.
Okay.
They're considered humanoids that worship a demon god.
Can I also ask? Can you clarify what the demon was crushed by? A door?
Let's see. The devil in the room. It's a winged devil. Looks like it was crushed to death. Just by rubble, not like stones.
Mr. Knoll.
Yes.
Hi. How'd you get here?
Leave alone. My bones.
Okay. I see that. We will not take any of your bones.
I can actually use those bones to animate skeletons.
My bones.
Hey, Pavel.
Do you think he's gonna try a gnaw on Barnaby if he comes in?
Oh, that's a good
yeah,
thought.
probably.
Yeah,
Yep.
tell that. You know, Pavel, we could probably sacrifice a zombie, and that might give some information.
True. We have to get the zombie down here, but I think it can just like splat.
I mean, yeah, I was going to say, if we just leave the bone portions, I feel like the bones will survive. It's just the meat portion that will go splat.
Yeah. Do you want to slightly like I mean, before we like go and offer something to this guy, like, no, what are you doing here?
I don't know. Eating my bones.
You been here long?
Too long.
Hmm.
Do you want to leave?
I don't know. Should I?
Probably. Do you have a name?
What's that?
Did you touch the Styx water and lose all your memories?
Maybe?
Do you remember anything?
I remember my bones. I like my bones.
Like losing your memory doesn't make you crazy.
I'm hungry.
The zombie's not like a rotted zombie, right? Like we killed him like 2 days ago. He's probably like good meat to eat still.
For a null, probably, yeah.
And he had lots of bones on him. I like the idea of like, yeah, let's give him a little corpse to eat, and you can animate a skeleton. It'll be good. Do you want to trade some fresh bones for those bones? Some meaty bones.
Meaty bones, yes, meaty bones.
You will trade?
I trade.
Yeah.
Can I have all
trade,
bones?
Pavel?
You see him like
Well, if
looking
you
at your
keep
weapons, like a little scared.
If you have all the bones, you're probably stuck staying here because you can't carry all the bones out.
What's outside? Why would I go?
I don't know. I mean, if you're happy
Okay.
here, I don't know that we need to adopt another wayward.
I want another wayward.
As a person who currently has one right now, I don't need another one. No, thank you. One protege is good enough, and this one seems more bone obsessed than wood obsessed. So pass on my. If you would like to adopt it, Tamila, you only have a cat.
Can I have your bones?
Pavel has a. Ooh, no, thank you. And then realizing that he does have a dragon tooth dagger in his pocket is going to put that take that out and put that away.
The cat has big bones.
We don't have to. My cat? Oh yeah, no. I mean, I'm okay. You want to just stay there and not do nothing? I mean, I feel like. Do you have anything on him? Like,
Yeah, you can do a perception.
or
Just see his fur.
I feel like maybe I'm with Pavel. We should just leave this guy here. You keep your bones.
Mm-hmm. We just gotta get into the safe, and then we'll be okay.
It is an interesting puzzle. How did this null get here?
Here,
What's a null?
you're a null. You're a null.
Am I?
Do you know what's creating the infernal bird shit or the scratches? Is there a monster down here?
Wing things.
Yeah.
Little bones.
Multiple?
Mhm.
So what do you say? There's no bones in them?
Little bones.
Oh, little
Little
bones.
bones.
The bird shit I saw, was it... I think you said it was giant. Could it have been from multiple, or did it look like it came from one creature?
Came from multiple.
I think there is a swarm of abyssal chickens down here, y'all.
Ooh.
Yeah, maybe.
Somewhere.
Don't kill me.
Sorry,
Don't take my
I just had a
bones.
vision of one shitting on an egg while we're leaving. But, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Like mid-fight. But yeah, sorry. Anyways. Okay. Did we check these chests? Are these a thing?
No,
It's
those
machinery.
just like a machine. Yeah, not a chest.
Yeah. So the safe is in this next room.
Then we'll guide everybody into this room over here, and get over to the safe with a number dial lock.
I'm guessing that this knoll came here with, like, whoever came through to like pick this place clean. Probably devils were a part of that at some point, because devils knocked this thing down and they've been here for forever. That's reasonable to expect. And the knoll just came with them, and there's probably, because this thing was powered by Styx water. I think you're right. Souls from the Styx. There's maybe like a vat of Styx water somewhere that he got stuck in, tripped into.
We should watch out for that, obviously. There were some horns over
Yeah.
by the infernal typewriters that I didn't tell you about, but I thought they were just for sound, not for like water, but Alright, can I check out this crushed guy with crushed by the rebel and see if he has a key on him or a passcode written down in his pockets?
Go and give me investigations.
Anyone like to help me? I'm not very
Yeah,
investigating.
I'll help you.
Or can I
I'll
help
I'll
you?
help you.
Can I help you?
I'm not very good at investigating. I'm better at perception. So I'll help you if we got the
Okay.
option.
Sounds good. 18.
Okay.
Very helpful.
Yeah. So he doesn't seem to have anything on him. Seems like he was in this room at the time of the crash, as he's extremely decomposed. But you look over the safe, you think it's probably a 3-digit combination.
Not very secure, but
Is it like how many? What's the maximum number?
0 through 9.
Oh, okay. So roughly 1,000 combinations.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, I guess we can just try 3-digit combos until it works, right?
what are some good ones? Try 666.
Oh, that's a good one. I'll start doing 666 into it.
Yeah, you 6 6 6, and you hear a kerthunk, and it unlocks.
Oh, really? Hey!
Really?
I was worried you guys might not get it because there's no clues. But yeah.
This
It's
is
literally just the helm.
666 for like the passcode for a safe feels the equivalent of like the Spaceballs joke of like 1, 2, 3, 4
Yeah,
for
exactly.
the passcode. For
Yeah, you're
I'm
fine.
glad you guys got it.
Nice. Hey, look, it opened. What's inside?
You see, let me see, 9 adamantine rods. Each
Nice.
weighs 3 pounds.
Okay.
And they're
You just want to
engraved
add that
with
right to your
runes.
back?
Bag of holding, right?
Yeah. Is
You
there anything
know,
else in
I'll
the
get
safe?
it. Yeah, I will get it to the bag of
Tamila, this fortress, this fort, has been here for eons. It's been picked clean over and over and over again, and nothing in the cosmos has ever figured out the combination on this safe, and you just got it. That's incredible.
Mhm.
It's just amazing.
It almost I don't even, was that something that we learned in one of those those classes that I didn't pay attention to when we were learning Abyssal or whatever other languages we should have learned.
Yeah, it would have been in your Hellrider
Yeah.
classes. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
what you-
yeah.
Of course,
Vin just
absolutely.
didn't pay attention. Is very impressed.
Yeah. Yeah, and the runes are in Infernal.
Oh, what did the rune say on the adamantine rods that I'm adding to the back of folding?
They say
Solar insulator lock. What, Pebble? What's a solar insulator? An insidiator? Insiador.
Okay, give me a history check.
All right.
You remember the words being used in the contract with El Terrell, and it's related to the companion, the silver orb in the sky.
Are these on the rods themselves?
Yeah.
Well, I'll share that.
I think I kind of remember that too. I want to search that. I'm pulling up my notes from
Yeah,
a long
this is-
time ago.
Yeah. Quite a callback.
I mean, this is potentially like locking. If this can lock the companion, that would theoretically send El Terrell back.
Do we need all of them to send it back? Or would we just need like a couple? And if no one
I
else
have
knows
no
what's
idea.
into this. Oh, okay. So the companion has.
It's the name of the companion. It's just a.
Oh.
We when we asked about it, we thought that it's just the name. Has a meaning that indicates that it is somehow a bad thing, but it is a magical device.
And they
it's
all
not-
have this on it?
each
There's
rod
just one.
does.
Yeah, all
Oh.
the rods have it. Yeah, have the runes.
Okay.
And I forgot to add in your Arcana, or no, go ahead and make an Arcana. Sorry, check.
Okay.
I think Pavel's got that.
So can you say that again? Mine might cut out for a
There we
second.
go.
I was asking for Arcana check, which was very good. So you can conclude that these rods are designed to unlock the companion, suggesting that the companion has something inside.
Oh.
Think you would need all 9?
Probably. If they all have it on there, I would not think it would be a one and done scenario. We never visited the companion when we were on Hel Terrell, correct?
Yeah,
It was
so
like
high up.
500 feet in the air and
Yeah.
sapping lightning everywhere.
I know. We did think about it though,
Mhm,
but we did not go up there. It is large.
mhm.
Okay, so possibly stepping out of character. We didn't ask Bell what he wanted them for. We assumed Bell wanted them as part of his forge to forge into like metal. But
Mhm.
maybe Bell will want us to open up the companion and figure out what's in them.
If there's something in the companion, there's two. The two things that I think of right off the bat is opening up the companion has something useful in it that would help him in gaining power over Zariel. And option 2 is opening the companion is the equivalent of like sending Elturel back, which really looks bad for Zariel, and he can use to his advantage.
I'm curious if the companion, if this instigator, I'm curious if it has anything to do with the transportation of the city. I guess we don't know for sure, but I felt like we had maybe somehow excluded that. Maybe not.
It's I think it's Zariel's power and the contract that caused the transportation of the city, and the companion is a part of that contract. Where if the companion went away and it was no longer protecting the city, then that would constitute Zariel breaking her side of the contract. What's interesting is that these are Bell's adamantine rods.
Well, Bell
So
just
at
wanted
one
them.
point, no, I think they're his. I think what we've heard is that they belong to him. So I think that
He said
the device that is the companion belonged to Bell when he was ruling Avernus, and then it fell to Zariel. Like, she got it when she beat him. And now he's probably just trying to get it back.
So he was inside.
Yes. And it also sounds
okay.
like, based on this, that if Zariel gave that away to the city to protect them, like right when Zariel took over, Zariel basically, by bringing Elturel to Hell, is getting the companion back, and we either giving it to Bell, which would give Bell control of Hell, or at the very least,
I don't think it'll give Bell control of Hell. I think it's just a powerful weapon.
Mm.
And it used to be Bell's, and he wants it back.
And Dean, can I like insight or check just like what Pavel's saying about how like these rods are his, based on just the phrasing Bell used when asking for the rods? Like does that hold?
I could do insight or history.
Yeah. Milla. 15.
Yeah, it seems like at some point these rods belong to Bell. As far as Pavel's conclusions, you have no way of knowing whether or not those are true, but Bell, when he was speaking to you, wanted these rods returned to him in a way that meant that they were originally his.
Mm. I think we need to message Bell and ask him if he wants us to unlock the companion or not. Because I'm not sure we want to give him the rods if he's going to like smelt them down, but surely he wants what's in the companion, right?
Yeah, I have a feeling that smelting, like, adamantine is valuable.
Mm-hmm.
The idea that this opens something way more valuable than the adamantine makes a lot of sense.
Because, it does, right? Like, this is 3 pounds times 9, right?
Right.
This is nothing. This is like a single thing.
It's a rare resource for sure, right? But if we remember going back to Bell's Fortress, he was literally giving weapons away. I know they weren't magical, but like he was giving them away to us before we even left. And he was just like, yeah, just take whatever. It doesn't matter. I don't think he's making like a weapon with this or armor with this. I feel like he would absolutely want what's in the companion. Especially if he knew that, right?
Well, and if we can volunteer to be the ones to open the companion, then I feel like we have a lot more leverage for like our alliance and for him to give us shit and for us to get back Chugga and all the other fun stuff.
Heck, he might, if we volunteer for that, he might be willing to have a contract with Mad Maggie as well, which would help us out there, and then we don't have to do the whole lycanthrope thing with that prince guy if we didn't want to.
Or Belle could help us with the lycanthrope thing, because I'm still on board for that, because I think Maggie could benefit from a lover, even if she doesn't like him,
Mhm.
But I feel like it's good for the stability of Hell, and we should definitely help hook those two up. But we're digressing. That is a different topic for a different day.
Yes.
I'm also in favor of playing Avernus Warlord Matchmaker.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. I'm just saying if 3 warlords could all be allied together and allies with us, that seems like a really significant.
Yes.
The
I
only
think-
problem with that is that Maggie is infatuated with Zariel.
Oh. But she wants to forge an alliance with Belle, who she knows is anti-Zariel, so she's not so infatuated with her that she's, preventing her from making allies. And I think we're making a lot of assumptions that we're anti-Zariel at this point. We're not exactly. And Lulu loves Zariel, it's going to want to help her.
I'm a little bit worried that Zariel is going to destabilize the Blood War. That she is too good at what she does. She's going to beat the demons back to the abyss, and then she is going to turn her attention to the upper planes.
An interesting thought.
Just speculation.
Perhaps that's a problem to worry about when it becomes a problem. I guess. I mean, not saying it's not a good thought, but the idea of actually beating demons back to the abyss, good thing, right? Holding that line. I mean, that's only a good thing for the cosmos, right? I think. I don't know.
A lot of heavy news and information.
Yeah.
And it's getting late for some people, so let's.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was muted, but yeah. I was just gonna say, yes, if she does well and then gets replaced before she goes too far, that's probably good.
Yeah. I also think we need to talk about this with Olivia, because this is a lot.
Yeah.
And this I don't want to be like, oh yeah, this decides the fate of Hell, but I don't think it necessarily decides the fate of Hell, but going into the discussion with Belle with the goal of, hey, we're going to get you what's in the companion, does create a pretty heavy power struggle for what's in Hell if we are successful.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to think about that. But yeah, I am tired. I would like to go to bed if you guys are okay with that.
No worries. Yeah, absolutely. A lot to think about for our next session.
What if it's a ship?
Is this normally what time we end? It's a ship.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Just
A little
normally
bit.
what time
We're about 15 minutes from 11, which I would say is like our normal end time.
Right. Yeah, I mean, if you have something, I think it's a good stopping point. But yeah, if you have something else you want to talk about, absolutely.
You're good. My computer's still on Missouri time, but I was not aware. Sorry, I thought it was still I thought, yeah.
We forgot to take
I just
a break,
realized you.
so it went by fast.
Yeah. I also did realize that I was like, oh no, you're probably like way off. You're probably thinking like, oh yeah, we're like, this is very late for when we end, but.
Well, I was gonna put that out there if we're all done. I'm not asking for this. I'm putting it out into the universe. If we ever wanted to shift our game earlier so we don't end so late, or if we just wanted to shorten or something like that, I am in favor of that.
Okay.
Just because, I'm used to ending an hour earlier, right? It's not a big deal by any means, and I'm not asking us to change just for me, but if anyone else is in a position of feeling that way and wants to have a conversation about it, I'm just letting everyone know that I'm in favor of that in general.
Okay. Yeah, maybe we ask Olivia because she's missed a few games. I don't know if
Yeah.
her
I know
has changed.
yes, I know for me personally, and don't let this affect us either way. There are just some times where I'll have like family dinners and things like that that
Sure.
I know that I can, even tonight, like I'll be 15 minutes late. That's fine and whatever. Compared to like an hour late,
Right.
especially in sessions like, like Olivia's game where we play once a month or less. Missing an hour of a 3 hour session is significant sometimes.
Oh,
Sure.
absolutely. No, I
Mhm.
I appreciate that a lot for sure. But
Mhm.
yeah, and it's in case y'all are curious, I'm still working remote from a Missouri job, so I now have to get to work an hour later too because they're all still on
Right.
Missouri time. It's like I don't. I just have to shift. I don't actually have to get any less sleep or change my schedule. But,
That's good.
yeah.
No,
Um,
no, that's fine.
Cool.
cool.
Yep.
Cool.